At this point, we've been seeing some flash flooding all across smaller limbs as well in our area. Now, these are just some of the scenes from downtown and Baker area today, earlier this morning, after we took on some heavy rainfall last night. Over to the Wooddale area, you're looking at footage there now. We saw some flooded cars with more than a foot of water lining the streets. Again, there's a reason we say this when water's high. Turn around, don't drown. Can't get enough emphasis here. Now, these flash flood warnings will continue throughout the night, and our coverage will continue throughout the night as well. Right now, we do have a full night of team coverage ahead with our reporters scattered throughout the coverage area. We have them all for you from Lake Charles to St. Francisville down to Belle Rose. But first, I want to go to Fox 44's Dion Guillory live at the Comey River in East Baton Rouge Parish, where flash flood possibilities continue.
Well, Harrison, we're not too far from the Comey River, but we had to make some adjustments to what we were going to do to show you the pictures where we are here in Central. So I'm actually sitting on the back of our news car because the rain and the wind really started to come up. And because of that, limbs from this huge tree started to fall. So that's why we came and got some cover. But the street here can be seen now, and that was different from several hours ago. So take a look at what people here in Central, also in Baker and Zachary, woke up to this morning. This is the result of 8 to 12 inches of rain overnight.
All right, so I am still in New Roads right now, where earlier, whenever I was on camera, I was saying that the bad weather was coming in bounce, but now it's starting to be really steady. You can really feel that wind. It's starting to I feel like I'm getting pelted coming right here from my right side. So I'm going to move out of the way so you guys can see False River, because the water is a really good indicator of how powerful that wind is starting to get right now. And the rain is also starting to pick up as well. But here where we're standing, we are on a lot higher ground, so the people aren't necessarily worried about flooding. What they're worried about is the wind and these trees. So Wgmb Parish Sheriff's Office tells me that they do have people on standby just in case these trees are falling down. Pick that debris up and move it out of the way, making sure that everybody's safe.
As you see the big picture here, we've now got a report of a hurricane wind gust in the Lake Charles area. Again, that's from their official reporting station, 75 miles per hour. We've had some stronger wind gusts out in the Gulf of Mexico. As you see here, this system is just about to make its way inland. Looks like landfall will once again happen in Cameron Parish. That's the same parish that Laura hit just 6 weeks ago as a major hurricane, a Category 4. At least this one should be weakening, potentially could be even a Category 1, a strong Cat 1 as it makes its way inland. But again, the concern is also not just the winds, it's the heavy rainfall ahead of it. You see from Lake Charles all the way up into central Louisiana at this point. We're seeing some pretty intense rainfall rates at about 1 inch, 2 inches per hour, some areas even more than that, and it really is starting to add up in many locations. Already seeing multiple inches of rain, about 6 plus and maybe even up to 10 plus in a lot of areas, very similar to what we saw yesterday. And the concern is we just got to make sure that these rain bands don't hold steady and train like they did yesterday. It's moved over the same area for multiple hours, and that's why we saw 6 to 10 inches of rain here in the capital area. You know, so again, more bands developing a little bit further south.
Yeah, Kelly, they're continuing to monitor this storm here. The governor says that window of opportunity to prepare, something he's been talking about all week, is finally closed. Tonight, we know that the Department of Transportation has transported some 500 people to area shelters here in Louisiana. The National Guard have been on the ground working to prepare for Delta's landfall. They have been there with other first responders. The governor is asking everyone to shelter in place as Hurricane Delta inches closer to the coast, making landfall in southwest Louisiana. Again, key things here, safety first. That's the main thing that they're telling people here. They're saying if you see down power lines or trees, do not go out sightseeing. They're saying stay inside. They will get to you as soon as possible. Reporting live in Baton Rouge tonight, Jonah Jr., NBC Local 33 News.
Right now, the rain is just coming down just a little bit. The wind isn't too hard, but we can definitely expect the wind and the rain to pick up later tonight. I was able to catch up with the sheriff of West Feliciana Parish, and he says, again, everyone must know that the rain and the wind is going to pick up tonight, so to seek shelter if you can. He says that their main concern is just power outages and trees falling in the middle of the road. Right now, I'm by a couple of trees right now. Earlier, it did look like some debris was falling down, but again, the sheriff met me over here and he said it's going to get a lot worse. So basically just the calm before the storm. Just because you don't see it raining too hard outside of your window, that does not mean that this is over. We still have a while to go.